Let's go.
There are no olives here. There are no olives here. Bring out the olives.
Our king has done it again. This guy is the toughest son of a gun I think I have ever covered in my career. Jayden freaking Daniels. I'll tell you a few things from back in my LSU days when I started studying him when he decided to transfer over. But I will tell you this. It did not shock me that he decided to play. So, of course, we start off. That ball was behind Zach Ertz. He hit him in stride. He's probably gaining a few extra yards. But still, this guy really toughed it out. And, man, zone read game, still a big part of what you do. A defensive end sucks in. You don't want to do that. Jayden's going to make you pay. And he just eliminates your angle, whatever angle you thought you had. You didn't, baby. And, man, when I first started covering LSU, the first thing someone close to Jayden reached out and told me was the biggest thing you're going to get out of him is the intangibles, right? He is able to fight through all kinds of pain to play, right? And, man, he really toughed it out today. Now we'll get back into, play breakdowns. Obviously, the zone read pull, and you get some pullers right here to the right side and get B-Rob going. You know, he's excited to have Jayden back in the lineup. B-Rob missed last week, but it's good to see Brian Robinson doing his daggum thing, baby. Yeah, so obviously the Commanders have a red zone problem, right? If there's been one thing about Jayden's first season is the inability to convert touchdowns, right? Obviously, looking at this in retrospect, you would love to see him work backside here, but you're never really getting there. And once he starts gaining to the right side, the right tackle had been beaten so bad. And every single time Jayden can break a 10, you want to take it. He's not able to get around 85. Obviously, if Jayden was fully healthy, he would be around. But he takes a big hit right here. He throws it away, and it's a field goal. All right, so we'll get to this 3rd and 8, and it's like the Bears never watched Jayden before, right? The one thing I don't want to let him do is have a pass rush lane to run through, okay? And you'll see that most quarterbacks are getting brought down here. Somehow Jayden is able to get 53 shaked out of his jockstrap, and he's able to pick up a first down. I mean, the guy is so crafty. So we get to this 3rd and 9, and this is just a straight vertical. You love to see it, opposite Jalen Johnson, who's one of the best corners in the NFL. It's honestly just a foot race. Jayden sees at the snap. The safety comes in to the boxer as, a robber here, thinking that this is going to be some inbreaker. Actually, no, the safety just has a man coverage assignment on this player. So Jayden's like, hey, F it. Terry's going to be down there somewhere. He's got a clean pocket. And one thing Jayden is really good at is the vertical passes, right? Just straight down the sideline. And he hits Terry basically in stride. Give 29 a lot of credit for getting on his giddy-up to make the touchdown-saving tackle. And the Commanders get a nice explosive, baby. I think part of the Commanders' issues, and we mostly cover the 3rd and goal plays, but 1st down and 2nd down and goal is where they've really been inefficient. Some of it's on Jayden. Some of it's just on the offense, penalties and whatnot. But, it's tough, right? You would like to see the Commanders be better in this very central part of the field. It's a drop right there by Eckler. All right, 3rd and 4. You're in 12 personnel. And, simply put, this is good location on this ball. Part of Zach Ertz being on the field is making these difficult red zone catches. Give the Bears DBs a lot of credit. They made some really difficult coverage plays in this game, and that obviously is one of them. But Ertz would tell you he would like to have that one brought in, okay? And this is really creative stuff from the Commanders. You get really tight splits. You pull one guard around, play action fake. It looks like it is a run. So you have a 3-level concept here. You have Austin Eckler here in the flats. You have this vertical going vertical, and then you have Zach Ertz running, an out behind it, a deep out. So that's a very creative way of getting to that spot. And it's a really good throw from Jayden in a very clean pocket, okay? Look at that ball. Bang. Okay, while Ertz takes a hit from Jalen Johnson. It's not a big one, and it's a nice game. Here we go. 3rd and 11. And once again, Commanders in the extended red zone, they get themselves in these 3rd and longs. And, you got to take a sack. 2nd and 14, sometimes, a guy is just too good. And this is the case with Jayden Daniels. All right, this honestly is not bad pressure. I mean, you're getting pressure right up through the A-gap. But Jayden is just so wiry that he's able to squeeze through it. Right, he just sprints through it with 2 hands on the football, and now there's 5 guys behind him and only 6 guys in theory that can tackle him. And this is a DB he is basically able to turn the corner on. All right, this isn't an end. That is just insane speed right there. 3rd and 6. Wow. Whew. Bears decide to bring basically everyone and have 2 QB spies, right? So 4-man rush, 2 faster QB spies. So basically, they're not going to let Jayden run for this. And you'll see Austin Eckler has to pick up this blitzer. Not the best blitz pickup. So Jayden off his back leg works to Zach Ertz, who just kind of powered his way through this DB. Look at that ball location while fading away. That is just redonkulous stuff. All right, so 3rd and 2, and the Commanders have been doing this all season, bringing an extra offensive lineman in for a heavy set. You pull this guard around, play action fake, and you're trying to hit a deep leaker, right? 87 going deep, and then you have Noah Brown going deep, and they were just ready for it, okay? Now, here's the thing. Could this have been thrown to 87 right here? Yes, okay? So right here, I would like to see Jayden stop, all right, if this is a leaking play, and just see if this is there. I'll get the all-22 to really see, but, he wouldn't have had that much time because 98 was breaking through here. But if you stop, you're probably getting that down the field. But he's not able to break this contain, and he's got to take a nasty sack with his legs, trapped underneath. Ugh. Man, I love the Commanders' offense. I really do. I'm a big believer in 12 personnel. I just think it just adds so much more to your offense, right? I know you lose speed bringing an extra tight end, but you just have so much more creativity that you could do in the run and pass game. All right, play action fake. Jayden sees his dig open up over the middle. He's got a really good pocket off the fake, and look at that. Bang. Right to Terry McLaurin, who just keeps getting better and better and better with Jayden Daniels, and you pick up a nice first down. Yeah, this was a weird game for Zach Ertz, right? Once again, he is known for making difficult catches, all right? And this was a chance for him to make a really difficult catch. Did Jayden throw this football with a lot of velocity? Yes. Did it get a slight deflection at the line of scrimmage? I believe that it did. So this ball has a nasty knuckle on it. It's tough. So it's not the worst drop I've ever seen, but still, you would like to see him make that play. So as you can see, the Bears overall was really good on 3rd down versus Jayden Daniels up to this point. So they decide to get even crazier. Straight zone coverage, rush 3, drop 8 principles. Okay? And this actually does something that makes Jayden a little uncomfortable, right? He doesn't really throw on the run all that much. And now they got him dead to rights here. There's really nowhere that he could escape out. So he throws on the run, and look at this. I mean, this guy is just getting better and better and better. Really good catch from Scary Terry, who worked back to the QB. And Jayden is just a cheat code. He really is. If he masters throwing on the run, it's lights out, baby. Okay, so we get to a 3rd and 5. And 3rd and 5. Okay, Commanders up by only 5. 3 seconds left to go on the play clock again, right? So what happens here? Does anything look like it's open? I mean, yeah. This backside dig to Ertz is there, okay? So, yes, in a perfect world, you would like to see Jayden work from here to here to here, or from here to here, whatever the progression may be. So, that is there. We'll see what the all-22 says. But Jayden decides to tuck and run. I get it as well because there was a rush lane. And you'll see he almost gets this. Gets a bit of a bad spot, if you ask me. But they do mark him short. And Dan Quinn elects to do a cowardly punt. I don't quite get punting on 4th and inches, right? This was not 4th and a full 1. I think you could pick up an inch, right? Let Jayden decide the game, but they punt because, well, the Commanders' defense was playing well up to a point. But now we get to the Jayden magic. The Bears do march down and score. And you start off here with the 4-man rush, and the Commanders do have one timeout. All right, so 4-man rush, you just want to pick up some yards here. I was kind of shocked that Jayden didn't just take this, but I'm glad he didn't because he was able to get the football even further down the field. He stops, he pops, and eventually finds somebody open to make it an actual manageable Hail Mary, and Zach Ertz makes a really nice catch. And this is why it is so critical to preserve every single timeout in the fourth quarter of a close game, right? Mike Tomlin, are you listening to me? Because you're able to burn it and give yourself one other chance to win. Okay, 1st and 10. And this is just stupid. This is downright stupidity, okay? The first thing here is, guess what? You can actually do this with your ends, right? Have your end be out here to cause some traffic and make you think that you're just simply not going to get an out here, okay? You're basically just giving them this extra 5 to 7 right here. I don't quite get that, right? I would have had at least one guy right here, at least to the short side of the field, right? In fact, you could have had your QB spy out here and then have him run over the middle here. I'm just never giving Terry McLaurin or just anybody a simple out to actually make it a Hail Mary where pretty much any quarterback is getting this into the end zone. That's really, really, really poor coaching, and it happened right in front of Matt Eberflus. So I found it absolutely hilarious that this DB was taunting Commanders fans, and he ends up being the DB who gives up the craziest Hail Mary you'll see the season. Okay, I know Aaron Rodgers had one earlier, and there's been some other crazy plays, but this will more than likely end up being the play of the year. All right, you got the rookie quarterback sensation, and there were quite a few people complaining about the Bears' rush decision here, and it's valid. All right, instead of your corner over here taunting, you got plenty of people guarding the goal line. One Hail Mary defense that I have seen work almost every single time is DBs lining up in press, getting some type of jam to not give a free release here, and then have them blitz off the edge, right? Because it gives you a faster player to rush and run down the QB, right? The point here is not to get a good pass rush or even a bull rush. You're just trying to run them down, in essence. So I don't quite even understand the concept of having defensive linemen out there to begin with. First off, give Austin Eckler a lot of credit. Give this protection a lot of credit because they also don't want to give Jayden Daniels all day. But then again, this is Jayden freaking Daniels, okay? Even if you have DBs back there, how many are actually making a play like this, okay? Stops, pops, and all he's trying to do is buy some time. Now, the thing I don't get is the QB spy in the spot. You thought he would have been racing in from here. This is why I like having DBs blitz off the edge. It's hard to buy time versus any quarterback versus DBs, okay? Defensive linemen, they're going to lose their balance, fall down. They're not popping up as soon. And so Jayden, the one thing you don't want to do is let him have a clean throw at it. And he does get a clean throw at it. And, of course, as they say, the rest is freaking history. Now, what's hilarious about this is the ball actually never gets to the end zone. Okay? It just doesn't until the deflection. There's just nobody quite like this guy. And we are witnessing history happen right before our eyes versus the number 1 pick who played abysmally. Jayden freaking Daniels. Let's go. Commanders, rise up. And it's Power Hour NFL. Boom. And tonight, we are doing or firing up the ribeyes. Let's go.